My name is Ethan Pearson, and this is the third game journal that we're doing for MDST 2400. And this time I'm going to be looking at the first Dishonored game. So if you've never heard of Dishonored, the basic idea behind the game is that you have been framed for the murder of the Empress, and now you have to get revenge on everyone who has wronged you. This is also during a time of great unrest, and there's a plague that's going throughout the city. So, while looking at this, we're going to look at the game design and level design of the game, and we're also going to look at the ethics of the game, what your choices can do, and how you can balance that. So this is the very start of one of the first missions where we have to eliminate High Overseer Campbell. And there's a few different ways in which we can do that. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get to that in this showcase, but first things first, there are different ways in which you can approach the game. I can either choke this guy out and do non-lethal takedown, or I can kill him.
I think that last one was moving. What?
So, in general, there are two, I believe actually 3 different endings you can get, and what you do during these endings can actually affect.
I will find you. Don't make me call the city watch.
What you do and how many people you kill affects the end of the game. So if I kill way too many people, more chaos starts, and you get a worse ending. The plague is actually based off of all of these rats that you see. They're the reason why the plague is so bad, and as you progress the game by doing a killing playthrough, you'll find more and more corpses, more and more dead people, much more chaos, and more rats. So this game is, as you can see, I'm stealthing. It has a stealth aspect baked into the game. So you can really take whatever route you would like, which is here. There are different routes that I can take. Right now I'm taking a more stealthy one that puts me up onto a rooftop. But if I wanted to, I could do combat, or I could walk around and try and go through a more contested area, or with my special abilities that I have, I could try and possess a rat. That's another thing, is that I have special abilities as this character. Jump up first. So, when I draw my weapon, instead of having this crossbow gun, I can instead switch to this and blink. So, teleport. This game also has a bunch of different side content. So if I wanted to, I could go and kill those guys. There's also another character called Granny Rags, which can lead me to some better loot and things of that nature. So this is a very open level in which I can do just about anything in. As we can see here, I could have gone through that gate and tried to stealth around all of the guards that are in this area, or I basically just got a little shortcut around them.
What's it look like? Blow off, Hayburn. Go on. Toss the damn rat already.
And now I have to get to that. Alternatively, I believe I can blow it up.
It's gotta be here somewhere.
By doing that, though, I do kind of give myself away.
No, got you now.
Indeed I did.
Watch out! Escape venom! Just die!
So now I can try and escape them some way or another. This game has a lot of vertical content in which I can try and escape. And of course, there are non-lethal ways to do this game, but I have much more fun in not taking that non-lethal way. And of course, by not going non-lethal, I am gonna be led towards a more chaotic ending as I continue. So hopefully I can get past. As you can see, I really didn't intend to take this route, but the game is so open that it allowed me to sneak past despite making a massive ruckus. So now we're getting a little bit closer to our target.
Hello. I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off.
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help.
That is not what I wanted.
Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the void, I'll buy you 100 drinks.
Yes, well,
I have poor circulation and I seem to have forgotten my
I
mittens.
need
I'd appreciate it if you could release
So this
me,
is
or at
where
least
the
go gather some
more
firewood.
oh, well, actually I don't need the key. Flip the switch. I'm gonna skip this in general so we
I
can
won't be
get
of any
straight
help
through
here,
it.
So I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
Alright, so we also have some objectives here that we can do. We also have all these optional ones. So here, before, I didn't show this part, but before at the hub, there was a person who asked me to make sure that the captain who is going to visit the High Overseer doesn't die, because he's a good person. I could choose to kill him, to spare him, or knock them both out, I do believe. This game has a ton of different options that lets you do, and the real question is, what is the ethical option here? Is it good to kill everyone that you come across? Or is it better to kind of make sure that not as many people die, right? Because the ending of this game is based off of what you do. So the game kind of tells you what is and isn't ethical in a sense.
No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course.
Well, okay. I'm not being very sneaky at the moment. Nor am I being very good at the moment.
Come on, please!
And you can, of course, upgrade over time, so these abilities get better. And another little tutorial that tells you about how you can play differently according to your playstyle. I might get up here within this gameplay session. I might not. Depends. I should probably go maybe this way. But the game obviously offers a lot of options as far as this goes.
I hear guards can't even walk there at night on account of Slackjaw's operation. The watch doesn't care about it.
And that is another path I believe I can take? Yes, it is. So if I want to go through the front door, I believe I have that option. Is it a good option? Maybe?
For the outsider himself has these 5 attributes by which he hopes to defeat the righteous.
I can go up here, and if I wanted to, I could probably drop down on him. I don't know where he is.
Carelessness, that he may enter our hearts. He is subtle, for many do his work and know it not. He is strong, and only by utmost strife.
If I was later on in the game, or if I was going for some of the more optional content, I could also have some more powerful abilities, but right now the blink will kind of suffice for what I'm looking for in this demo, if you will, in this part.
I trust you. Uneventful. I hear the watch is having trouble.
And
holding the
here,
sides.
if I would like, I can switch the poison to Campbell's side. I can combine the 2 glasses, poison them both, or I could spell the glasses so that the poison never happens. Alternatively, if I wanted to, there is a route I could take where I actually blackmail Campbell, or I kind of ruin his career. So there's like a public announcement that I can do, and by doing that public announcement... Oh no, please don't start that, Juniper. Sorry, excuse my pup. There is an announcement I could do which would ruin him. It would be the passive route to take, and then it would be a more passive, and that would go towards the good ending. But for now, I'm gonna poison Campbell. And, okay, I'll make it up there. But make it up here.
I'm very concerned.
She'll be robbed. My men are searching district by district.
The poor girl.
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found out
And then this is not the only way to kill him as well. This is probably the most subtle way of doing it without getting every single other guard on me. There's a rat right there, so that shows the actions, my consequences, or the consequences to my actions. I got there. Which rats and rat packs will show up much more often based off of how many people I kill and how much chaos I
I
set.
don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
Now, to business. What would you say happened last night?
To be honest, I'm not even sure. My men, your overseers, a few whores, maybe a little too much ale. One harmless prank with a runaway chicken, and 10 minutes later, Trevor's Alley is a sea of blood and teeth.
I almost wish I'd been there.
Take it easy there, old son.
I'm all right, Colonel. Down the
No.
wrong way.
He would kill me
Just
because,
as guilty as my
as far
own.
as everyone knows, I killed the
My
Empress.
overseers have a name to protect. I can't allow you to.
But
Oh no.
um,
This can't be happening.
this is why I'm just staying up here and not
What on earth are you talking
going down and watching it, because
Listen carefully.
if I did go down there,
I instruct the Lord Regent to burn the Black Book. Understand? Burn it!
What black book? What do you mean?
Tell him. Warn them. And then die a plague, you useless incompetent. I never liked you.
What in the world? Campbell? He's dead. Guards! Guards, get in here!
there. And that is, of course, the violent route that I could take. There's a more non-violent route that I could take, and it is a much better route. Well, with that, I will end this by saying In general, the level design is very open and leaves you with many options and paths that you can take to either upgrade yourself or by find more content or optional things that can lead to a more passive game play. And then the ethics of the game is, are you, the player, going to decide what is good and what is bad for this game world? Because if you go around killing people willy-nilly, then you're going to leave the game world in a more chaotic, more difficult state of existence. However, doing otherwise would be much better, though more difficult. Alright, and that is my game journal.